Hey, Wilson, come on, man. I got some new stuff, man. Check this out. I got this new AWOL LTV-3000 Pro. It's another ultra short throw projector, but this one's special, bro. It's special because 3D, baby. 3D glasses actually came with this. I cannot wait to try this, man. These are actually powered somehow, like by USB. I don't know. We got to figure it out. But I'm really excited about this projector. Let me set it down. Let me tell you a couple things about it before I open it up, man. Oh, by the way, for the new boy and girl who just showed up for the very first time, welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I'm your host, Antoine, what can I say? Antoine 3D Glasses Richardson? Yeah, that's my name for the day. Antoine 3D Glasses Richardson, because today we're checking out this bad boy right here, the AWOL, oh my God, LTV-3000 Pro. I've actually wanted to check this one out for a very, very long time. But like I said before, I gotta look at some specs. I'm not a specky guy. You know, it's an untechnical tech channel. But there are some things that I and we care about, like lumens. This one says up to 3,000 lumens, turbo gain mode with 8 milliseconds of, oh wow, 24 FPS, Dolby Vision, that's new for this one, 4K Ultra HD, 2500 to 1 enhanced contrast, Dolby Atmos, a billion colors, HDR 10 plus. Dude, they got a lot of stuff that they have thrown into this projector, but it ain't gonna do none of that until I open it. So let's just open this thing up and see what it looks like in person. I've seen it on the internet. I just need to see what it looks like in real life. All right, man, I got it all unwrapped. Check it out. Look at that bad boy right there. I am super excited about this. Look, it's just a box that you put in front of a really big screen. I got a 100-inch screen back here that I'm actually currently using with this 4-movie theater. The 4 movies gotta go, because we're gonna be checking out this AWOL LTV-3000, baby. So, all right, boys and girls, I think I got everything all set up correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and power it on with the remote and tell you that I think this is probably one of the most future-proof laser ultra short throw projectors I've had on the channel in a while. Oh, there it is, there it is. You see it back there? You see it? Okay. I like that graphic, man. That's pretty cool. All right, let me turn down the volume a little bit. So I do have it set up with the Amazon Fire Stick that it actually came in the box with, which I think is pretty clever because over the past few weeks, I've learned that when a projector comes with an OS built in, yes, it's a smart projector and it should have an OS. When it comes with it built in, that's a good thing, right? Because it's already there and it's optimizing everything, but the life of that projector's OS might tend to degrade a little bit because they don't really keep up with updates of that stuff on the projectors themselves. I've experienced this with not Google TV, but Android TV. So I still have some projectors that have Android TV that have not been updated either to a later version or even Google TV. So this one actually comes with a Fire Stick and you can detach it and plug in anything that you want to, whether it's a Google TV, Apple TV, or whatever, and you can just have your own OS, because on the home screen, I'll turn around so you can see this. On the home screen, when you press home, you get this screen. This is your home screen. You plug in that dongle to HDMI 1, 2, or 3, because you got 3, right? And then you can have your own OS, whatever you want it to be. Now, it does have its like built-in operating system, but the one that it actually operates off of as far as showing you content, that's all up to you, homie. And I actually think that's a good, solid move because, like I said, future-proof, right? This allows you to further future-proof your projector with the OS that you use. So that's actually pretty clutch. Let me put this back on the Amazon TV so you can just see that there. So it's got a triple laser system. That means 3 lasers to provide all the colors that you're gonna wanna see. But also, when I talked about the lumens, it's actually up to 3,000 lumens, and that's peak, not ANSI lumens. And when I talk about screen size, this right here is a 100-inch screen, but this particular model is going to support up to a 150-inch screen. And once again, when I say future-proof, man, this thing supports Dolby Vision, HDR 10 plus, HDR 10, HLG. It's got Dolby Atmos, DTS, Virtual X, HDMI, eARC, all of the good stuff as far as being able to work with your current like ways of streaming content or delivering content. It's going to be able to work with that flawlessly because future-proof. Now, if you're like me, you're always going to be heavily concerned on what kind of input something has. Well, this one's got all of them, man. It's got 3 HDMIs, 1 optical input, 2 USB 2.0s, you got a LAN put, and for you old school cats who want to hook up the old school way, you got 1 AV input with the, the left, the right, and the yellow one, the video. Yeah, that's it. And if you don't want to connect this to a sound bar or an AV system, don't worry about that, man. You still got sound. As you heard, it's got a 36-watt built-in speaker system. But check this out, man. So I talked with AWOL, and they told me that they're in the works. It's not happening with this one that I got right now, but they're in the works of having this work with an AV system, like with a receiver, a left and right, Atmos and stuff like that. Having the actual built-in 36-watt speaker system itself act as your center stage or center channel for your existing system. No other ultra short throw projector that I've seen or even heard about is doing that right now. And that's super clutch. So that could be coming in an update, man. I'm waiting. I'm so waiting. But with all that stuff it already has jam-packed into it, they got one more thing up their sleeve. Man, check this out, man. Active DLP 3D. That's nuts. Right now my vision is a little crossed. Like I look like the meme, Anyways, man, you got these 3D glasses, man. These are active powered 3D glasses, which I'll be testing out in just a minute. But I want to go through some settings with you guys because that's an important thing that you might want to see before you actually, spend the money on this thing. So let's just roll through a few settings, man. So when you get into the home page, you'll see at the top right, settings, and then we can get into all these different tabs. We got image, where you can actually go into all of the image modes. We have standard, vivid, sports, movie, game, and user. I like movie, man, because I like that cinematic look. So let's just click on movie and then call it a day. And then you get into advanced settings with all kinds of stuff. Now, this is where you can get into your motion smoothness, this MEMC. Some people like it off. I actually like to force it to movie because that kind of smooths things out into like a 24p so you can get that cinematic look on all the content that you're watching. Now, if you're watching sports or something like that, be mindful that you might want to put this on high. That way you can keep up with the sports activity and you don't see any motion blur and stuff like that. So let's get back into, let's see what else is going to be in there. Oh man, dynamic contrast, enhanced black levels. That's what's up. That means you can get the deepest blacks that you possibly can, provided you're using a proper screen. The color temperature, color correction. Let's look at all these, man. You can correct literally every color under the rainbow, man. Look at that, all that skin brightness, all that good stuff. And then you got your wide color gamut. Let's see what toggling that does, okay? And then we get into your 3D settings. We'll tap into that in a little bit when we get into that. Like I said, it does support Dolby Vision. I got my screen size set to 100 inches. I guess that's important when you're using Dolby Vision. But then you get into light. And this is something I want to talk about because this is a tab this is where you actually need to correct your image under light. As far as the setup goes. So we'll go into the light settings, and I keep mine on standard because I don't really like the bright because it kind of blows it out. If you are using it with the lights on, you might want to turn it to bright, but for all intents and purposes, let's keep it on standard right now. And then we'll get into projection mode. And oh, dude, projection mode and this actuator control. So projection mode, I usually don't talk about this. Most UST projectors do this. You can actually ceiling mount them. You don't have to put them on a stand or in a cabinet or anything like that. You can actually rear or even ceiling front and ceiling rear mount them. This one does that as well. But something that this one does is it has this little control right here. Oh, I left it. Oh, where is it at? Where is it at? Projection, actuator control. So if you're actually looking on the AWOL website, man, they sell cabinets, man, that have this electronic door where you actually put the projector inside of a compartment, and then when you hit this button, you toggle that on, you hit the power button, it opens up the cabinet. It's super cool, man. It's some like Elon Musk, Tony Stark stuff, man. And it opens up the cabinet, and then you can just start watching your content, and when you press the power button, it kind of just goes back into the cabinet. That's super cool. But I don't have one of those special cabinets, so we don't need this, okay? Let's toggle that off. Then, of course, you got your manual correction with 8 points of correction here, man. I've already got mine fixed up, so I'm not gonna touch it, but you can fine tune this thing to fit the screen properly. And then you got your turbo mode. That's for all you gamers out there that need that ultra low latency. You got sound, network, Bluetooth, and we'll click into general because there's some stuff I want to talk to you about here. This eye care and CEC enabling. So eye care, it's a triple laser system, man. You might have some dogs or pets or something, and they're just running around the house. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they start messing with stuff. They see light, and they're like, "Oh, light!" And now your kids and pets are blind. Don't let you keep that on, okay? Unless, you know, you're doing something and then you're gonna turn it back on. So when you're setting it up, you might wanna turn it off. I don't know, but that's for eye protection. So please be mindful of that. You're working with a laser here. And then the CEC, it's just basically when you actually turn it on, it allows something like your dongle remote, whether it's Amazon or Google or even Apple TV, it allows that remote to actually control your system. But as far as settings goes, I've saw it with my own two eyes, and I've shown you a piece of it that, like, you got the settings. If you cannot fine tune this thing to deliver your content the way you want it delivered, maybe it's you. I'm just saying, because this thing has everything. But since it has everything, we got to check out this 3D stuff now, man. So I'm gonna go plug in, like, I got a USB stick with some 3D content on it. So I'm gonna go plug that in real quick, and we go see what this is like. All right, guys, this is absolutely sick, man. I'm sitting here watching this Spider-Man movie, and it is true 3D. Oh, man, I got to turn it off because I don't want to get flagged for copyright infringement. This is sick, man. Hold up. I'm standing back here. Okay. I got to show you. Man, my vision. I got to show you how this actually works, because you do get settings for 3D, because I guess not all 3D settings are the same. I didn't know this until I got this projector, because I don't really do 3D like that, but now I'm about to, because check this out. I got to show you in some of the settings. So first of all, when you go into the settings, or when you put on your 3D content, what's going to happen is it's going to be set up in a couple of different ways. And I didn't know this. Let's go into 3D settings. And then, so right now, well, before it's going to be off, right? Then I don't even know what frame packing is, but hey, this particular 3D content I was watching on Spider-Man was set side by side. It was like one image on the other side, on one side on the left, and then another one on the right, playing the same thing. And I was like, all right, what's going on? So I went into the settings, and then I turned it on to, let's go back to it. I turned it on to side by side, and it merged them together and made 3D. It was like real 3D. It's so freaking cool. Then of course you can do top and bottom. I guess, you know, there'll be a top and bottom, and then frame of continuous. So to demonstrate this, well, you won't be able to see it because you ain't got 3D glasses probably. But I'm gonna go to the content that AWOL sent over for me, and I'm assuming it's copyright free. That way, you know, I can actually show you this stuff. Let's go into I think it's file management. Let's go into this memory stick that I have, and let's go into this 3D test demo. Let's see what this one is. Oh, okay, here we go, side by side. Let me make sure. Let me go back here so I can look. So I need to go into side by side, and when it comes back up, dude, oh, that is sick, man. That is crazy. The thing is just floating there. It looks like I can touch it. Oh man, that's sick. See, oh man. So what you're seeing right now is just kind of some weird looking blurry image probably, but I'm truly seeing 3D. This is freaky cool, man. All right, let's go into the next one. Let's see what they got here. I guess the projector needs to kind of, yeah, recalibrate itself or something. Okay, what is this? What is this one? All right, this is another side by side. I want to see this. This looks good. Okay, so this is actually side by side. Now we'll go into the 3D settings again, because apparently it shuts off once you come out of it. Yeah, it's off. And then we'll go into side by side again. This should be a side by side image merging into 3D, and it just happened. Dude, that is clutch. Oh man, it's so realistic. It's almost like virtual reality. Oh, whoa. When the image started moving, all right, man, I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Let me turn some of these lights on. Whew. Oh, that is crazy cool, man. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Let me turn these lights on. Oh, man, I got to do more. I got to play with this thing some more, man. This is so cool, man. AWOL did a great job on this projector. It's future-proof. It allows you to play any type of source content you want to play right now. Whether it's audio or visual content, it's gonna be receptive to it. That's what I love about this projector. I like the idea of having the dongle that you can change your OS out or even upgrade your OS if you want to. This thing is just freaking future-proof, man. It's one of the best ones I've tested on this channel. So, hey, I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff, but what I do know is a good UST projector when I see one, and AWOL is killing it with two standout features, and one being that they are working on the ability to use it as a center channel for your AV setup, which, come on now, a lot of us would appreciate that. And also it's got 3D. I gotta give me some 3D content now. Y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.